What's up, guys? It's you, and welcome back to another episode of Push the Ring 500 in the Indie Tier. This is the second episode this week. We ended up closing at 1,196 in the last episode, and in today's episode, we're going to be using the same fight spam team, so we're going to quickly grab a match, and I think I have fixed the proportions for this episode. Yeah, I have fixed the proportions. So, looking at this guy's team, he has a Moltres, which is threat number 1 for my team, but if I get rocks up, it should be a little easier to manage, because he doesn't have a spinner. He's using Moltres. He's going to lead with this thing, but I don't care. Oh wow, I actually outspeed him, and he ends up going for the Relic Song, revealing that he is physical Meloetta, and he also puts me to sleep. So that is really obnoxious, to be honest. What is the chance of Relic Song putting you to sleep? Data Relic Song. 10% chance to sleep foe. Alright, wonderful. So, he's probably hitting 390. I don't have a lot to take this on, I'm not gonna lie. I think my best switch right now is going to be Primeape, because I will resist both of Meloetta's stabs, and I can just go for the Will-O-Wisp right here and cripple it, as it goes for the Dazzling Gleam, but it doesn't really do a lot. And now that thing is pretty much shut down, which is cool. I'm going to go ahead and double to Magneton, predicting the Dazzling Gleam, as he ends up going for that again. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to go ahead and click Volt Switch. Even if he wants to go out into Dragalge, I can scoop up some momentum right here. Because frankly, Meloetta is dead weight on his team, which is something I really, really like. And it opens up some holes for Virizion later in the match. But I also need to keep Magneton healthy. That's the thing I need to do. I'm going to go back out in a Spiritomb right here, predicting the Drain Punch, which is what ends up coming from this Meloetta. And I'm fine with that. I'm going to go for the Foul Play right here, just because I don't want... Spiritomb is more expendable for me than Magneton. Because looking at his team structure, he may be Scarfed with that thing, I'm not sure, but right here I think I'm just going to go out into Primeape, because I don't think this thing will appreciate a banded Ice Punch to the face, because I'm using the good Primeape set as a member of my dual fighting core with SD Virizion and Banded Primeape, just to kind of punch holes in teams. We'll see what he goes out into right here, but I'm going to do 82% as I'm hurt by the Rocky Helmet, and he's going to be able to knock me out with Scald. But hey, I weaken Dragalge. That is always a good thing when you can weaken Dragalge. I'm going to go out in a Spiritomb right here, and I'm going to go straight away for the Shadow Sneak to knock this thing out. Because, I honestly don't think he's going to switch right here. Gallade could pose a problem for my team. Wow, he just has Rocky Helmet on everything. No, never mind, I'm thinking of a different battle. Alright, so he hits 218, I hit 117. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go for the Willow, as he ends up going for the Thunder Punch and knocking me out, revealing that he is physical. I'm not sure what variant of physical he is, but I'm just going to go out into Meloetta right here, because honestly, I lose nothing by it. I'm going to go straight away for a Psychic, as he doesn't have a switch in to Meloetta's Psychic. I think everything dies, or gets extremely close. He ends up going for a Thunder Punch and doing 75%. Oh my goodness. We'll see what he goes out into next. Frankly, I think my win condition is going to be Magneton right here. This thing hits 284, so I will outspeed. I'm going to go straight away for a Psychic. I understand he has massive special defense, but this is a Specs Meloetta we're talking about here. I should be able to do a lot of damage. I'm assuming he's sub 3 attacks, but he ends up just going for the Ice Punch and knocking me out, which is fine. My Meloetta outsped him, so this thing will for sure outspeed him. I'm going to go into Virizion right here, because Virizion doesn't care about Gallade. It will knock Gallade out pretty easily. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, because we are experiencing a little bit of lag, which is always unfortunate, but hopefully we can resolve that issue as we just end up going out to Virizion. I'm just going to click Leaf Blade right here. I don't want to over predict and end up missing a Stone Edge or whatever. He ends up going out into this, and we'll see if I win or lose right here. If he's Scarf, then he wins. If he's Life Orb, okay, I think I win this one, because Stone Edge ends up connecting, which will knock him out right there. he goes out into this thing. I'm just going to go for a Leaf Blade. He can burn me if he wants to. I have Lum, so I get at least one hit off where I do a ton of damage, and then I can take him out with the Scarf T-Bolt from my thing. He ends up going for a Gunk Shot and knocking me out. Alright, he could actually win this game if I am not able to knock him out, which I think I can, though. So it shouldn't be too much of a... What if he debonds? He technically goes down first, right? Because, like, I don't want to tie. That'd be dumb. Don't tie, please. Please. Please be like Taunt, Willow. Okay, I just end up taking him out. So we're up to 12-18 right there. And sorry for moving this thing around. I've been doing that a lot lately. I just kind of want to see what's going on. Okay, so we're only 5 minutes in, so we can actually grab another match. And I need to close that. I did not mean to turn that on. I just decided to do away with the chat because it's more distracting to me. But okay, so he has a Kricketune. Kricketune is a threat because it gets up webs, and my team doesn't really like webs. But looking at his... Oh, man. I should... Alright, so the reason I have Stone Edge on Virizion is for Moltres. If Moltres wasn't in the tier, I would run Earthquake and destroy Doublade, but unfortunately that is not a possibility. I think right here I'm just going... Oh! You know what I can do? Alright, I'm just going to let him set up. I'm going to go ahead and get on my rocks as he ends up going... Wow, he has Taunt for me. Okay, that's cool. Hopefully I can Scald Burn him right here and knock him out. He ends up getting up his webs, as Kricketune actually ends up eating that up, and he ends up going for Endeavor, which I would expect him to do, and I just end up taking him out with the Scald, and I will probably get my rocks up this match. But I just realized that the most potent wall... No, never mind, he's going to be able to stop me from doing that. But I just realized the most potent wall breaker that I have right now, and that is my Choice Banded Primeape. Primeape will be at +2 because of webs. We'll see what he goes out and do. Ends up going out in a Drudagon right here, which is actually kind of scary under webs. But I think I'm just going to go out into Spiritomb right here. I'm going to burn something. If I can live a hit from Life Orb, Sheer Force, Drudagon. We'll see what he ends up going for. I'm expecting an Outrage right here, but maybe he doesn't want to give a free switch into Magneton. He ends up... Okay, don't be Lum. Not Lum. Okay, sweet. These are good things that are happening to me right now. Ends up going for a Dragon Claw, and that really does nothing. I'm just going to Foul Play. I end up taking him out with a crit, which is fine. I'll take it. He ends up going out into Exploud, and I think this is where things will start to go downhill for me. He ends up being mixed workup, and Foul Play actually does 58%. So if he misses Boom Burst or something, I could be in the clear. But... Actually, I think I lose to Workup X-Cloud. This is a threat right here. I don't know what his other move is. It could be like Earthquake to mess with Doublade or something. But under webs, X-Cloud's hard to beat. I also don't have anything off the ground, so that's kind of my problem. And coupled with the fact that Primeape isn't blazing fast regardless. He ends up going for the Rest right here, which I guess is a good play. He's Resto Chesto. But I'm just going to do 58% again, and you're, like, risking the crit really bad right here. He ends up just going for the Boom Burst and knocking me out. So he hits 258. I hit 261. I'm going to come in. I should be able to outspeed him, because I have my Scarf and whatnot. So that'd be really cool if that thing does, in fact, happen. I kind of got to go for the T-Bolt here, as he ends up going out into Jolteon, which is fine. He no longer has his boosts. I'm just going to go out into Virizion right here, as... I kind of invite Doublade in, which I don't really like, but, oh man, I feel like I'm going to lose this one. I feel like I'm just going to keep going 1-1 this week. It just feels like one of those weeks so far in just the 20 or so minutes that I've been recording for this week. But Jolteon definitely is a problem to this team. Just, like, when webs aren't up, it's not as much of a problem, but it deals with my Scarfer really well, and I can really only take it out by catching it on a switch or overpowering it with my Virizion. So he ends up going for the Volt Switch right here, more than likely. There it is. So he will more than likely just go into his Doublade right here. Actually, does Virizion get knockoff? And how much does it do to Moltres? How about knock? It does not get the knocking of the offs. So we're just going to keep Stone Edge on there. Sorry. I had to think about that. So he ends up going out in Doublade right here, which is fine, as I'm just going to go out into my... Wow, why does Primeape not get knockoff? Why does Primeape not get knockoff? I'm actually going to jump into the team builder real quick and change this to Earthquake, because I need Earthquake more. There we go. Because Bandit Earthquake will do a lot to things. I'm going to go into Meloetta right here, just because Meloetta can click Shadow Ball and do a lot of damage. As he ends up going for Iron Head, he's making good plays right here, and I am not. Shadow Ball will be able to knock Doublade out. I don't think he was expecting that, but I will certainly take it. And he SDs right here and wins, more than likely. I'm just going to go into Magneton. Hopefully I can like crit burn him with an HP Fire. As yeah, he ends up Swords Dancing. I'm done for. This thing already hits a really good speed tier at 108. Webs Up means it outspeeds like every Scarfer in the game. So Primate, please take a hit. Yes, no. I'm just going to go ahead and click Close Combat. It'd be amazing if I would tank this, but I don't think I can. So, wow, okay, he sacks Exploud. He's scared of Scarf Primeape. He's scared of Scarf Primeape. I don't outspeed him, though, do I? Is he min speed? He ends up going out into Jolteon. I'm just going to go ahead and go into my own Virizion right here, because Virizion is a beast and will eat up this Volt Switch. He actually ends up going for a T-Bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Close Combat right here, because something else dies on his team. Ends up being his Jolteon, which is cool. And I don't think he can Swords Dance for free right here, which is what I want. Actually, he ends up just Swords Dancing. This man is incredibly real. Maybe he's min speed, or no speed investment. That'd be cool. I'm going to go into Meloetta right here. And the reason I feel comfortable going into Meloetta before I go into this thing is because if he's not min speed, and if he's running speed investment, I lose anyway. If he is min speed, then I will be able to knock him out with an essentially +3. But I'm just going to go for a Psychic right here as he knocks me out. So that means he will be able to finish off the game with... He will be able to finish off the game with his Virizion right here, which is a little bit unfortunate. Unless he just miraculously misses Close Combat. But that's a good game. Let's see where our ranking ends up. Please be over 1200. This guy looked good. We are actually all the way down to 1183, which is a little bit unfortunate. But that has been today's episode of Push to Rank 500. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, because it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, we'll go, what is your favorite evolution? I don't know if I've done that one before, but what is your guys' favorite evolution? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.